Hello there. So today we are going to see find the most competitive subsequence. So we are given an input of integer array and an integer k. Our goal is to return the more competitive subsequence. So here they have given an example that is 134 is more competitive than 135 because the first position they differ is at the final number. For a better understanding, we can put it this way. We can say a subsequence is competitive if the subsequence is lexicographically ordered. So what is lexicographically ordered? For example, consider our first example 3526. We have to form subsequence of length 2. So let's first form the subsequences, that is 3, 5, 3, 2, 3, 6, 5, 2, 5, 6, and 2, 6. So these are the subsequence we can form from this array. First, which are all the subsequence which are not in ascending order? So for example, 5, 2 is reversed. 2 is less than 5. So we just cancel out this. And 3, 2 where 3 is higher than 2. So let's cancel out this as well. So other subsequences are in ascending order. So we have to find which is more competitive. In that case, if you see, the first number is 3, 3 and 5 in these cases, and 2 is the lesser number compared to other subsequence. So we conclude that this is more competitive. So to understand this problem further, I am going to give few more examples. Let's see our first example, that is I have given an array of integers. So we are going to form subsequence of size k, that is 3 here in this case, and find which is very competitive. So to form a competitive subsequence, we have to start from the number which is less than every other number prior it. So for example, the search for the lesser number in this array. So the lesser number is 15. So now we have to see whether we can form a subsequence of length k from the lesser number. So if you don't get it, just come with the flow, you'll understand once we go through all the examples. So now we are going to start with our 5 and check whether we can form a subsequence of length 3. So first we are taking 5, and then the next lesser number is 15, and the next number to 15 after 15 is 23. So if you observe, we have 17 in between this, which is lesser than 23, but we can't go back from 15 to 17 to the prior numbers because we have to order it lexicographically, or we should have the subsequence order in the order of our array only. So let's go to our next example. I've just changed only one element from my previous array, that is I've changed 100 to 4 here. So in this case, what is the lesser number? The lesser number is 4. So I'm taking 4 and checking whether I can form a subsequence of length 3. So after 4, the lesser number is 5 and the lesser number is 15. We can ignore all other lesser numbers in between. Sorry, we don't have a lesser number in between. So let's go to our next example. In the same array, I have updated my 99 to 2. So if you see, the very lesser number compared to 4 or 5 is 2. So we are going to start our subsequence from 2, and then the next number is 15, and then the next number is 23. If suppose my 7 in place of 17, if I have a 6, then my subsequence would be 2, 6, 15, because 6 is lesser than 15. We can ignore 23 in that case. So I'm concluding with my final example, that is, instead of the last three numbers, I have updated it to 3 to 10. So as I said, we are going to start from the least element from the array. In this case, our least element is 2, that is here. Okay, let's check now whether we can form the subsequence from this point. So I'm adding 2 and then adding 10. So after 10, we don't have any elements. So we cannot form a subsequence of length 3. In that case, what we are going to do, we are going to check whether we can form from 3. So because before 3 there are no lesser elements than 3. So we'll be adding 3, 2 and 10. Hope you are getting this example. So let me conclude it with one more step. Like instead of 3, in place of 3 we have 30. In that case, after 2 it will search for the lesser element, that is 4. So it will start with 4 and then 2 and then 10. This will be our conclusion. So hope you are getting to understand what is our problem. So now I'm going to implement it using a data structure called stack. So in stack we have only two rules. If the size of the stack is less than k, we have to push the elements because we need to form stack of length of size k, because we have to form the subsequence of size k. So we have to fill the stack until we reach size k. If it exceeds the size, then pop, remove the elements from the top of the stack. Also, that is not the only rule. We have to remove the element from top if it exceeds the size. Also, if the number enters the stack is lesser number than any of the numbers in stack, then completely remove the stack and add the lesser number. Why? If you see our previous example, if there is a lesser number, we won't consider any number before that, right? So let's go for a dry run with our example and get to the code. So I'm taking this array for our example. Now I'm going to add a stack. So add 100. Yes, 100 is entered. Next it is going to this number and check whether this number is less than the previous number. Yes, it is less than the previous number. So we are removing 100 and adding 60 to the stack. Now the size of the stack is 1 and the rest of the elements we have is greater than 3. So we have more than 3 elements to add to the stack. So next I am going to check 80. 80 is greater than 60, so it can be possibly a sequence. So I am adding 80. Moving on to the next number, that is 5. 5 is lesser than both 80 and 60. So we are removing both the numbers and adding 5 to our stack. So now we are checking the size of the stack is 1 and we still have more than 3 elements left in our array to add to the stack because we need subsequence of length 3, not less than that. So we are moving on to our next element, that is 2. So now we are going to remove 5 since it is greater than 2 and add 2 here. Now our stack size is 1 and we still have 3 elements left in the array. So now I'm adding 17 here because 17 is greater than 2. Now going on to check this element 15. So 15 is lesser than 17. So what we are going to do, we are going to take 17 away from stack. Now add 15 to stack. So now our size of the stack is 2 and we have only one element left to the array. So we have to add that particular element no matter what is the value of that element because we have to form subsequence of length 3. So in that case we are adding 23 and finishing our stack. So this is the computative subsequence from this array. So why I said no matter what we have to add the last element, if suppose we have the same array, instead of 23 we are having 2 here. In that case also we should not remove the previous element 15 since it is greater than 2. We still have to add the 2 and conclude the sequence as 2, 15, 3. Hope you are getting it. So let's directly go to code and code it. As I have explained this example, let me directly go to code. So as I said, I'm going to initialize a stack. So once I have initialized, I'm going to iterate my nums array. So here I'm declaring a variable n to have the size of the array. So now inside my for loop, as I said, if the size of the stack is less than k, we have to push the elements. Stack dot push nums of I. So we are pushing the elements. So before that, we are checking whether the number enters the stack is less than the previous numbers. And first checking if the stack is not empty, then only we can check whether the number is less than or greater than. So for that I am including this condition. The stack is not empty and the number we are going to put is less than the number in the top of the stack. If it is less than, then we have to pop the elements from stack until the number is greater than the stack dot peak. So since we have kept it in a while loop, it will loop until it removes all the elements less than this number. So now we completed our logic, but we have missed only one logic that I said every time it checks how many elements left in the array so that we form the subsequence of given length. So for that I am checking from total length of array until now how many elements are picked plus size of the stack is greater than k, it goes beyond k, then only it should pop. So every time I check whether how many elements left in my array to add to the stack so that I form stack of length k. So now our logic part is done. We have to return our output in array form array. So we're just going to convert the stack into array and return. So the following code is simply for changing the stack to array. So I'm declaring a integer array of size k because we are going to just add the elements of size k subsequence and send it. So now I'm declaring the index as k minus 1 since arrays are numbered from 0 to n, and it iterates till the stack is not empty and add the values of stack from its top to array. So every time it adds the value to that index, it decrements until it becomes 0. So we are adding the answers. So this while loop can either be until the stack becomes empty or the index becomes 0. Anything would do because both of its size are equal. And return the array. Now let's run. Okay, I missed the bracket. So yes, our solution is accepted. Thank you.